G'day guys, Big Chermit here. So the plan for today is to head out off the east coast of Tasmania. I'm heading there now. I've got a spot marked out there that's about 50 metres deep. We'll have a bottom bash there, and then a bit later on when the wind comes up a bit, I'll come in a bit closer and look for a spot to go for a spearfish. I am towing my new boat today, so this will be the maiden voyage for her. Hopefully everything goes to plan. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the episode, and if you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Well guys, as usual we have a beach hermit disaster. So a couple of issues straight off the bat. The battery was pretty much flat, and also the little fuel clip that's on the motor was missing for some reason. I don't know how that happened. And also the canopy was torn and was unable to hold up by itself as well. So long story short, I had to abandon that launch, and I went to a nearby town and found some friendly boat mechanics who got me back on the water. So I'll start my footage from the second attempt. Well guys, after a lot of mucking around, we're finally out. A lot later than I wanted to be. Pretty much nothing went right this morning. But anyway, there's some very friendly boat mechanics at Tribunna who helped me out and has got me out on the water. There's definitely some things I need to sort out in the near future with the boat. One of them being that the depth sounder doesn't work, even though the bloke who sold it to me said it did. So that's one major issue, but here we are. I'm just taking a guess at what the bottom's like here, and I'm going to have a bit of a bottom bash. Once that's done, I'll go somewhere around in there, I think, and have a look for a dive. There's a couple of really nice beaches down there as well, sand beaches that usually hold a lot of Australian salmon. So if I get really desperate for something to eat, I'll give one of them a go. That there is Mariah Island, a beautiful little spot. A couple of episodes I did a nice catch and cook there, overnighter, of some beautiful sea scallops. And then there was another episode I did of that little island. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little island of an island. Where is it? There, somewhere in there. But yeah, I went diving with some seals there. It was really cool. I'll link those two episodes in the description if you want to check them out. But anyway, let's do some fishing. That's why we came out. Talk to you soon. So guys, the first thing I'm putting on here is a little, about a 4-inch squid jig. I like to use this colour, the glow in the dark colour. It's had a lot of success for me. These are just real cheap lures from Temu. They seem to do the job pretty well. I'm not really expecting to catch any squid here, but you never know, it might happen. Yeah, let's see if we can get one. Alrighty guys, second rig is just a real simple single hook squid for bait. Alrighty guys, next one is just same again, except we got double up and we got bigger hooks and bigger baits. Mr. Albatross here coming in to say g'day. Absolutely massive birds. Oh, come on. Certainly not going to break any records, whatever it is. I'm guessing flathead. Lost him. seals over here making a heck of a noise. Let's get him. Well guys, I don't think there's much going on here. Lots of little bites. I think there's just the usual small flathead down there. I think I might go for a dive. It doesn't seem to be much out here. It's very difficult without a sounder as well. I can't see what's on the bottom, and I know that it's pretty much all sand around here anyway. I was going to go a lot further north until the had all the boat issues, so I wasn't planning to come to this spot. But yeah, there is some good diving here, so I'm going to bring up the lines and I'll head in and we'll see if we can spear a fish or catch some abalone. Just looks a little bit too swelly in there. Beautiful coastline though. Alrighty guys, I've chosen the spot. Here it is. Looks pretty nice. Hopefully the ladder situation isn't too much of an issue. But yeah, there'll definitely be abalone along here for sure. So, gonna get into gear and let's get into it. Well guys, that was an interesting dive. There wasn't heaps of stuff. There was heaps of abalone, but they were all very small. I got one that I thought was sized, but he wasn't quite there, so I put him back. But one very cool thing I got a cuttlefish, which is something that I've never caught before, either on a jig or by spear, and it's an absolute monster. So that's going to go really well with the dish that I've got in mind. I love cuttlefish, absolutely delicious, sweet, nice firm meat, very, very good. So I'm looking forward to trying that. So I was going to cook on the boat, but as you can see, the sun is getting close to getting underneath those hills there. So I probably won't have time. I don't want to come back in the dark. Yeah, I would have been alright if I didn't have all those issues with the boat this morning. But it doesn't matter too much. I can head home and I'll have a cook up there with the cuttlefish. So I'll see you guys there. Guys, that's something you don't see every day. It's a giant ship towing a whole salmon pen. Must be coming in for repairs or something. Well, there he is, guys. There's my fist. He's a monster. I'd say he would be, oh geez, I don't know, well over a kilo. There's the shot. Straight between the eyes nearly. Chromatophores are still working. Very fresh. Alright, let's get him cleaned up. She broke off a bit, but you get the idea. Alright guys, we're going to marinate that for maybe about an hour. Let those nice garlic lemony flavours go all the way through. See you then. Alrighty guys, next up we got some beautiful fresh ingredients here for our Pepronata. Yeah, really nice quality stuff. We're going to start with the eggplant. I'm just going to cut that into cubes. Now that size is good. And then we're just going to fry them in some nice quality olive oil. Quite a bit, because it soaks up quite a bit. So I'll show you that in a sec. Alright guys, and it goes. You'll find it shrinks a lot as it loses moisture. I've just prepared a plate with some paper towel on it as well, ready for that to drain. Now while that's going guys, come back to here, I'll cut up the rest of the ingredients. Basically we just want things to be about the same size as the eggplant. Except maybe the garlic. So onions you probably just want to do in half like that, and that sort of size. Beautiful heirloom tomato. About the same size. Give my eggplant a mix there as well every now and then so it doesn't burn. Alrighty guys, as you can see, it's all cooked down now, nice and golden and soft. So I'm just going to put that on some paper towel and let that rest. And then a little bit more olive oil. the onions. And the garlic. And the capsicum. But we'll leave the tomatoes for a moment. Ready to go. So as you can see, things are starting to caramelise up a bit. That's what you want. You want to try and get that nice burny bits, get that pan roasty flavour into it. Once we're at this stage, we're going to start adding some other ingredients. So we're going to add some little box of sultanas, give it a nice sweetness and little pops of sweetness. There we go. Got some nice baby capers here. I love capers, so I use a lot, but use as much as you want. And then we have some nice caponata olives here. You can use the green sort of Sicilian ones or the stuffed ones, whatever you want really. The little black Spanish ones. I like the calamatas because they got a good punch of flavour. And very much suits this Mediterranean style dish. I'm just sort of tearing them in half. Keep it nice and rustic. Alrighty guys, let's get some seasonings in here. We got some red wine vinegar. Get that as much as you want. I like a lot. I like Pepronata to be nice and sour and biting. At this point, we'll put our tomatoes in as well. And we'll return back in our eggplant. This is just a little bit of white sugar. It helps to just knock the top off that vinegar. Just gives it a little touch of sweetness. Salt. Cracked pepper. Check out this pepper grinder that my old man made for me. Made from Burl. Absolute beast. Thanks for that, old fart. Right, now we want to just sort of cook this down a bit so it gets a bit stewy. So I'll turn it down a little bit and we'll just let it simmer away for 20 minutes or so. Rightio guys, it's been sort of 15-20 minutes. As you can see, it's sort of gone sort of soupy or stewy, quite wet. All the vegetables have released their liquid. So I'm just going to have a little taste now for seasoning. Very nice. Right, so Pepronata is usually traditionally served at room temperature. It's kind of like a chunky sort of vegetable relish, really, more than a sort of full vegetable dish. But I like it warm as well. I wouldn't recommend having it hot out of the pan like this. And if you leave it sit overnight in the fridge, it tastes even better the next day. So once it cools down a little bit, I'll throw in some, got some nice mint and parsley from the garden. So I'll pick the leaves, throw that through, and then I'll flash fry my cuttlefish, and our dish will be ready. Alrighty guys, let's get this finished. There's our marinated cuttlefish, looks amazing. Nice hot pan, olive oil. I'll just do a little bit for the moment because save some for tomorrow. Just going to keep it nice and rustic and simple. Pepronata. Oops. Smelling good. There we go guys, a little drizzle of the good stuff. And then just a little drizzle of some nice quality balsamic as well. Finish off with a bit of garnish, and there we have it. Well guys, there we go. We got a nice nice healthy Mediterranean cuttlefish dish. Yeah, it was absolutely tasty. Very, very tender, very mild. The veggies were nice and sharp, and went well with the seafood. Yeah, kind of like a rustic pickle really. Very, very nice, and a real treat to have some beautiful cuttlefish like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please have a look at subscribing. It helps me to get my content out on YouTube. I've got another trip planned very shortly, so stay tuned. If you've got any comments or feedback, please feel free to drop it in the comments box, and I'll catch you on the next one.